Hi, everybody. I just wanted to say a couple things before we get started. One is that I don't want you to think that you have to be really flexible to do yoga. Really, all we're doing in yoga is aligning the mind and the body and the breath with intentional movement. So as you go throughout this practice, just keep that in mind. It doesn't matter how far you go into a pose, just keeping in mind that, we're really just bringing the mind, the body, and the breath together. Also, if there's anything that I'm doing in this practice today that doesn't work for your body, then feel free to modify. Always making sure that your health and your safety are priority. So we'll just do a few really quick, short poses and movements that are things that you can do by yourself at home at any time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start on our hands and knees. If you have a yoga mat, you can use it. If you don't have a yoga mat, then that's okay. You can just do it on your floor. If you have any problems with your knees, then feel free to put some sort of blanket or towel underneath. So we're going to start on hands and knees, and I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, the video is not that good. So just making sure that the hands are lined up right underneath the shoulders, and then trying to get it so the knees are lined up right underneath the hips. So hands are also about the width of the shoulders, and knees are about the width of the hips. So we're going to do a couple rounds of what is called cat-cow. So on the inhale, we're going to drop the belly, we're going to lift the tailbone and lift the chest and kind of look up. So this is cow, like you're dropping your belly really deep. Good, and then on the exhale, we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to make the spine go nice and round toward the sky, tuck the chin and look down toward the knees, and also tuck the tailbone. So this is cat, so think of a cat that's angry. So again, on the inhale, we're going to lift the chest, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, looking down toward the knees, tucking that tailbone, really pressing the floor away in this one. So start going at your own pace. On the inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. And then on the exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin, looking back at the knees. So as we do this, as we go in and out of these movements, we're really pressing the floor away. So spreading the fingers wide as you're pressing into the floor, and also pressing the tops of the feet into the floor or your yoga mat. So the legs are active, the hands are active. So just keep going through this at your own pace. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding the spine and tucking the chin. Good. So again, we're really just aligning the mind, the body, and the breath. So it doesn't matter how far you can go in either direction. We're really just waking up the spine and just focusing all of our attention on the movement. Good, couple more rounds. Again, really activate those arms, pressing into the floor with the hands and the tops of the feet. Good. And then let's come back to neutral. So see if you can find a place where your spine feels like it's neutral. The next thing we're gonna do is just lift the right leg and reach it straight back. Good. And then bring it back on the exhale. And then inhale, lift the left leg and reach it straight back. Good. Exhale, drop it down. Again, right leg. And this time you can keep just doing that, or if you want to lift the opposite arm at the same time, you can do that. So right leg, left arm. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, left leg, and then right arm. Good. Seeing if you can keep the spine nice and neutral while we go through these movements. Good. So really focusing all your attention on the movement. And if you just want to do only the legs, that's fine. Just stay there. Always just doing what you feel is best for your body in this moment. And it might be different today than it is tomorrow, and that's okay. All right, couple more. So next time you lift the left leg and the right hand, let's come back to neutral. Good. And then we're going to push back into what's called child's pose. So hips go toward the heels. Reach the hands out, walk them out, and then drop the forehead down to the floor. So taking a few nice deep breaths here, keeping that forehead on the floor, seeing if you can walk the hands even a little bit further forward and feel a nice long stretch through the back. Maybe you feel it through the shoulders or the arms. Good, a couple nice deep breaths here. And then on an inhale, rocking forward, coming back up onto hands and knees. Good. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna come to standing. So again, you don't need to have a mat, but if you have one, that helps. But everything we're doing today, you don't need a mat for. So we're gonna go into Tadasana, which is mountain pose. So placing the feet so they're about hip distance apart, and then just look down at your feet and see if they're parallel. If one or both feet are turned out or in a little, just bring it so that they're parallel. And this might feel different than how you normally stand. So then from here, we're gonna feel as if the spine is nice and long. So imagine that there's a little bit of space in between each of the vertebrae. Good. And then imagine that you're wearing a crown on the top of your head and you don't want it to fall off. So sometimes when we want to have a nice long spine, we tip the chin up because when we face the sky, we feel taller, but we actually want the top of the head to face the sky. So if you were wearing a crown or tiara, you wouldn't want it to fall off. Good. And then from here, let's lift the shoulders toward the ears, roll them back, and then let the shoulder blades drop down the back of the body. And then just gently turn the hands out just a little bit. So this is your mountain pose, Tadasana. So standing nice and long, feeling rooted through the hands, we're gonna go through what's called Padahastasana, which is a side bending sequence. And this is something you can do anytime that you just need to kind of move your energy or move your body. So on the inhale, we're gonna raise the arms up overhead. On the exhale, we're gonna drop one arm and lean toward that side. Good, so it's like you're reaching down toward the foot with one hand and reaching toward the sky with the other. On the inhale, coming back up to center, and then exhale, dropping down to the other side. Good, again, really rooting down into the feet while we reach toward the sky. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, we're gonna fold all the way forward. So reaching toward the toes, it's okay if you can't touch your toes. Let the head be heavy here. On the inhale, we're gonna sweep all the way up to standing. So hands come up, reach up, you can even look up nice and tall. Exhale, we're gonna fold again, folding all the way forward as far as you can. The knees can be bent here, head is heavy. Inhale, sweeping back up to standing. And then this time on the exhale, hands will come together and we'll bring them to the heart center. Good, so that was one round of Padahastasana, the side bending sequence. So let's do that again. On the inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dropping down to one side. Nice long stretch through the side of the body. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dropping down to the other side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way down again. Inhale, sweeping up to standing. Reach up, look up, and then exhale, hands together at the heart center. Good, so that was 2 rounds of Padahastasana. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dropping down to one side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, down to the other side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweeping all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, hands come together at the heart center. Good, so again, side bending sequence, you can do that anytime. It's really simple and it helps just to kind of align the mind with the body and the breath. So we'll do one more short sequence that you can do anywhere, anytime. And this one is, it's like a half sun salutation. So we won't do the full sun salutation, but this is a shortened version, very simple. So again, standing in Tadasana pose, looking down at your feet, noticing did they move at all? Making sure that the feet are parallel, toes pointing forward. Taking a nice long spine, reaching the crown of the head toward the sky, letting those shoulder blades drop down the back of the body. On the inhale, arms rise. Again, reach up and look up. It's like you're lengthening through your ring fingers. Exhale, we're gonna fold all the way forward. On the very next inhale, we're gonna come halfway up. So hands can go to the shins or to the knees or even to the thighs. And so we want to be where we feel like the spine is about parallel with the floor. And then on the exhale, dropping all the way back down to forward fold. Let the head be heavy here. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing. And then exhale, hands come together at the heart center. Good, so that was a half sun salutation, really simple and easy. So again, get your position in Tadasana, mountain pose, and we'll go through that 2 more times. On the inhale, arms rise, reach up, look up, exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, coming halfway up, hands to the shins or the knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come together at the heart center. Good, 1 more. On the inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up to standing. And then exhale, hands come together at the heart center. Good. So that's all we'll do today. That was a short practice. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you can take some of that piece that hopefully you found through the practice today and bring it into the rest of your day. Thank you. Namaste.